In this podcast episode, Whitney Webb, an investigative journalist, shares her perspectives on various interconnected topics, including Donald Trump's approach to governance, the implications of artificial intelligence, the influence of elite figures like Elon Musk, and the evolving landscape of digital currencies. Webb's analysis provides a critical lens through which to view the current political and technological climate. Webb begins by discussing Donald Trump's political style, characterizing him as a businessman at heart, focused on deal-making rather than traditional political ideologies. She references Trump's mentor, Roy Cohn, a controversial figure known for his connections to powerful elites and organized crime. Cohn's influence on Trump shapes his approach to politics, emphasizing negotiations and backroom deals. Webb suggests that Trump's focus on large investments, such as the recent $500 billion commitment to AI infrastructure, reflects a mindset that prioritizes economic metrics over the welfare of the average American. While some may benefit from these investments, Webb argues that the broader implications for the middle class remain uncertain. A significant portion of the discussion revolves around the rapid advancement of AI and its potential to create a two-tiered society. Webb references Eric Schmidt's National Security Commission on Artificial Intelligence, which advocates for increased surveillance and data collection to outpace China in AI development. This push for AI infrastructure, according to Webb, is not merely about technological advancement, but also about control and the erosion of civil liberties. She expresses concern that the integration of AI into everyday life could lead to a society where individuals are constantly monitored, reminiscent of the panopticon, a concept that describes a system of pervasive surveillance. Webb highlights the dangers of predictive policing and health interventions, where algorithms determine the likelihood of criminal behavior or health crises before they occur. She warns that such systems could undermine personal freedoms and lead to a society where individuals are judged by algorithms rather than their actions. The potential for abuse in these systems raises questions about accountability and transparency, particularly when the entities behind them have historical ties to the national security state. The conversation shifts to the role of elites in shaping policy and public perception. Webb argues that many tech billionaires, including Elon Musk, are not merely innovators, but also oligarchs seeking to consolidate power and influence. She points out that figures like Musk have significant ties to government contracts and national security initiatives, raising concerns about the implications of their involvement in public policy. Webb emphasizes that the concentration of power in the hands of a few individuals can lead to a technocratic model where decisions are made without public input, ultimately undermining democratic principles. Webb also delves into the world of digital currencies, drawing parallels between current trends and historical financial scandals. She likens Tether, a popular stablecoin, to the Bank of Credit and Commerce International, a notorious institution involved in money laundering and other illicit activities. Webb argues that Tether's lack of transparency and its connections to elite figures warrant scrutiny, especially as it plays a significant role in the cryptocurrency market. She expresses concern that the push for digital currencies, including central bank digital currencies, could lead to increased surveillance and control over individuals' financial transactions. The discussion touches on the potential for a digital dollar to serve as a tool for the government to monitor and regulate economic activity. Webb warns that while the promise of financial inclusion and stability is appealing, the reality may involve a loss of privacy and autonomy. She advocates for a critical examination of these developments, urging individuals to consider the long-term implications of adopting such systems. Throughout the podcast, Webb emphasizes the tension between liberty and security, a theme that resonates with Benjamin Franklin's famous quote about trading liberty for security. She argues that the current climate of fear and manipulation can lead to a loss of civil liberties, as individuals consent to measures that promise safety but ultimately infringe on their freedoms. Webb believes that empowering individuals with knowledge and fostering critical thinking are essential to countering this trend. In her view, the ideal world does not require the extensive surveillance and control that current systems advocate. Instead, she envisions a society where individuals are free to make their own decisions, learn from their experiences, and engage in meaningful discourse without the looming threat of surveillance. Webb's perspective challenges the notion that increased security measures are inherently beneficial, urging listeners to consider the broader implications of such policies.